Oh, hello. Welcome back to another Tabletop Simulator battle report. I am once again here with Oro. This time around, we have already deployed and determined our mission. So Oro won the roll-off and has selected that we should play Shifting Priorities. I'm going to talk through my list first, and then I'll hand over to Oro and he can talk through his. I am trying a sort of classic bounty hunters list, so I've never played this list before, and in fact, I've only played Bosk, Cad, and the bounty hunters at all. So three of these units I've never played before, right? This is something I'm experimenting with as potentially the other half to my Premier list to go with my Cassian list. After last week's game, when I tried Cassian Hand, I thought Cassian Hand was interesting, but I've decided to stick with Cassian PLC. So I'm now trying to seek a complementary other half of that list. And so aggro bounty hunters seems like it fills that niche. In terms of deployment, this piece of terrain here has kind of stymied from doing the classic deployment thing. So everyone in CAD's squad is kind of contesting this left objective, which leaves just Bosk on this middle objective and IG-11 on this right objective, which is not quite ideal. We're obviously going to see what the flip of Struggle 1 brings, but we'll have to kind of cope with that as it comes up. Yeah, and that's about it. The main things to watch for in this list, of course, you've got IG-88B's created to succeed. He has his I engineer success, yet it eludes me, which lets me add 3 dice to an attack roll. But if I don't wound somebody, I lose momentum. It's going to be really interesting for me to try and discover how that feels and how I do for momentum. I've really got no idea how this game's going to go. So yeah, let's get into it. Oro, how about you?
Hello, my name is Roberus and I play bad guys. I am today playing the particular bad guys of Iden and the Grand Inquisitor. Deployment is, as Phil hinted, something of a solved problem, at least for units that don't have infiltrate. So Grand Inquisitor is deployed as he should be between the two objectives, such that Fifth Brother contests one and the Death Trooper Escort contests the central objective. Iden is in a mirroring place on the other half of the board, with Gideon Hask contesting the centre objective. But of course, the ISF have infiltrate, so they have been able to deploy forward. This ISF is contesting this objective, but both ISFs should, if I have set this up correctly, be within dash range of the centerline objectives, such that if I activate someone who allows the ISF to dash out of activation, I can potentially, hopefully, get a very strong turn 1. That is the plan in any event. Let's see how it works out for me.
I'm going to get my excuses in now, Oro. I'm looking at the board and realizing, because I was looking around for the objectives, the central line objectives are just on your side of this wall of terrain. So that's going to be a challenge, isn't it? Amazing. All right, cool. Let's see how it goes.
Okay, let's flip the first struggle.
That's good for me.
Okay.
It's the objective that all my guys are on, so say that.
Having flipped the first struggle, let's see what my first... Nope, that's taking all of them. What my first card is. Gideon Hask. I am going to place Gideon Hask in reserve. And so second flip, it's the ISF. I can live with that. The ISF are going to start by doing a normal move. Or rather, doing a move action, which doesn't entail both of them necessarily doing the same thing, but they are both doing advances.
Cool.
I am then going to spend a force for Commando Doctrines. Nope, sorry, for... Yes, for Covert Operations. Commando Doctrines is the good guy version.
Same difference, though, yeah? Yeah, it's exactly the same ability.
I don't get Hunkers, but I get Sharpshooter 1.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm not going to take my full dash because I don't wish to dash off the objective I have just taken. I'm going to allow this tool to bend. Light on the floor, please.
Fight TTS. No. Some people play super serious leagues in this format.
Yes. Okay, something has. Oh, there we go. Oh. Right, basically, here we can tell that I could get there.
Yeah.
So I have the point still, but I can also see Bosk.
My question is, are you within 4 of anybody? Because you have to end within 4 to get your various pennies, don't you? So I don't think.
I do.
I think you can shoot Bosk with your range 5 gun, but I don't think you are within 4 for your
Let me just
focus.
double check on the other one, but I think you're correct. I think that in holding back so I could make sure I was on my objectives,
Yeah.
I have denied myself my focus and my sharpshooter.
I think so.
Let me just check that I do lose both of them. Yes. I do not focus, I do not sharpshooter, so these are just my 6 normal dice.
Yeah.
Okay. Both
Who's
attacks are
shooting?
going on
Bosk?
Bosk.
Okay.
First attack has a hit and 2 expertise. 2 expertise becomes a crit, so a hit and a crit.
I have 2 blocks and an expertise, so 3 blocks all in.
Okay, I go 1 down my tree and I do you 2 damage.
2 damage to Mr. Bosk. There we go. 1, 2.
And with the other guy,
Just 2 blocks from me.
I have 2 hits, 2 crits. So that would be 2 more damage and a pin.
2 more damage and a pin. There we go.
Okay. That is the end of my turn.
Yep.
I shall remove all of my measurement tools from the board, and I shall assume control of the objectives I control, which is 2 on the center line, and 1. No, I don't take control of that. I've moved everyone who was on it off it.
Yeah. I was
So
wondering about that.
I think it's best to have control of a center line objective than to the one in your deployment zone, because you'll be able to retake the one in your deployment zone.
Very
You
fair.
take control
I do.
of the one with the big mob on it.
State 3, go. Very good. Over to me.
Yes, indeed.
Very good. Flip. It's IG88B. IG88B. I'm unconvinced that I want IG88B at this moment in time. Although, well, there is a ladder there, isn't there? What does IG88B do with his life? He gets
I'm not sure if you can
to...
be heard on the recording, but you are getting a bit mumbly for me.
Yeah, sorry, I'm mumbling to myself. I'm pondering whether I want to reserve and what I get to do. I get to do a dash, and then if there's one on one enemy characters in 5, I get to focus. Well, that seems very possible, doesn't it? Because of the infiltrating men that are on the midline. So, okay. So we're going to go with IG88B, sure. One day I'll press the right keyboard shortcut for the dash tool. So I must dash first because it is a tactic. There we go. We'll check range for very obviously within 5 of you, so I get 8 focus. And then I will. Sorry, it's me reading my card. Yeah, I will just do a move action now. This is the problem with playing things that you don't necessarily have experience with. Why are you here? I'm referring to a tool there. Not. There we go. This one. Thank you very much. No, not you. You. Easily making that ladder. So now, let's see. Can I summon a tool? A wand tool? Is that a thing? I wish to summon the wand tool. Drag it over. There's nothing for it to snap to at the top of a ladder, which is very frustrating for me. Cool. So IG88B can go kind of here. Let me just see, is that going to be within 2 of, first of all, you, potentially, and second of all, the objective. Right, so I think, let me just look at my card for a minute. Yeah, I want to be shooting. I think if I place him marginally further back, I think there is a location.
Yes, I think there is a location where you can control the objective but not be within 2 of me. I'm happy to say that we are declaring you're in that location.
Yeah, that's good. And then I will have a shoot at your fellow, my lad. Now, hang on, let me read. So, I am going to. Am I not going to do? Am I going to do always gets the job done? Am I going to spend all the force in the world? I think so. So before I do an attack action, I'm going to do always gets the job done. So I'm going to spend a force. I'm going to roll 3 defense dice, and it's going to apply some conditions depending on the roll of the dice.
Okie dokie.
So I got 2 expertise and a hit. So the hit means that you're strained, and the expertise means that you are disarmed. I did not get the miss, which would have got me the expose, which of course is the one that I actually wanted. But such is life, right?
Yes, indeed.
So you've put those 2 conditions on.
I have.
Yeah, good. Right. So we will spend another force for well, how many health does your guy have? Sorry.
8.
Yeah, I could in theory do 8. So I'm going to spend a force for engineer success, yet it eludes me. So this gets me 3 extra dice, but if I now fail to wound you, I will lose my momentum.
Right.
So that's second force spent. Yes, so that means I am now doing a 7, 8, 9, 10, plus I focused, so it is an 11 dice attack. Let's see it. Well, 3 hits, 2 crits, an expertise, and 5 misses. But hang on. Calculated plans. When a character in this unit makes an attack as part of a combat action, during the modified dice roll step, the unit may use this ability. Reroll up to 2 misses or expertise results in the attack roll. So I will take 2 of these misses and put them back in the tray. 1, 2, and re-roll those. And I get an extra hit. So 4 hits, 2 crits, and expertise. The expertise comes out as a crit. 3 blocks?
I have 3 blocks and 1 expertise. The expertise becomes another block, so 4 blocks.
So I get to go a mere 3 down my tree, which is not ideal. So let me see here. Gonna need to be. Can I get you off with one shove? Is the question now in my mind. Which would be very easy for me to work out in the real world, and it's going to be slightly tedious for me to work out in the world of TTS, right?
There's a button marked towards away. I haven't used it before, but should we try that button?
Right.
And you're wanting away.
Yes. So, am I?
I think you want it in that configuration?
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. So I should be able to. It's not quite going to do it, is it?
I don't believe
What
so.
on push is going to get to the edge. So, depressingly, I'm going to have to do very little damage because I got three down my tree. So I can push you off. So I'm going to do 4 damage and 2 shoves. So 1 shove will take you to the edge, and then 1 shove will push you off. Oh.
I'll put myself
Come
back
on.
into the. Oh,
There we go. I don't need you anymore. Go away. There we go. And then I must lose my momentum, which is tragic for me. Yes. And then didn't wound, so I don't get to do any of that. Do I want to do no one gets between me and my job? To jump CAD for another force. Rapidly burning through all my force here. But we're learning the list, aren't we? I think I
you
would
do
like
also
to.
get 2 force back every time you kill something.
Yeah, I think I would like to spend a force to jump CAD. Up there, it's a good place for CAD to be. It's another force gone. Yes. Do I have any other triggers that I need to be mindful of? No. No. So then I will merely score. I scored 2, don't I? That's not bad.
Yeah.
State 2. No. State 3. State 3. I score my 2. And it's over to you, sir.
Right so. I choose to flip rather than activating Gideon Hask, and it's Iden Versio. So, to start with, we check range 4 and which scouts are within range 4 of her. No. Yep. No. The ISF have moved too far up the board, so it's just her and Gideon Hask who are going to get dashes. Gideon Hask is going to dash to here, which will lock down that point.
Well, not lockdown because the rules term, but I know what you mean.
Which will take care of that point, which
Yes,
will
yes, yes.
claim that point.
Mm-hmm.
Will that? I think that will get me that ladder, so let's find out. Rotate. Nope, doesn't get me that ladder.
That
What a
sucks.
pain.
Yeah.
Well, these things happen. If this game goes badly, I am going to feel like what happened is, Ben, you just failed to quite grasp distances a couple of key times. You didn't get yourself within 4, and then you didn't get to the ladder. Hey, Iden Versio has movement to spend. Okay. I'm going to place her on here. That's not where she's going,
Yeah.
but it's exactly the correct
Place.
horizontal position.
And then she's
And
going to move
she's
further on.
then going to Commando Doctrines, Covert Operations even, to here, going under that bridge.
Yep.
That's a force. She's then going to spend another force to remove all of IG-88's hunkers, and if he has no hunkers to be removed, he gets exposed.
Okay, he is exposed. Doesn't like that.
And then I'm going to shoot IG-88. I have Sharpshooter, I have Focus. I'm flipping into Burst Fire. And I'm rolling. Okay, I have 4 hits, a crit, and 3 expertise. 3 expertise is 2 more crits, so I have 4 hits and 3 crits. What do you have?
5 blocks. Well,
I'm sorry I didn't catch that.
3 blocks and an expertise, which comes out of 5 blocks.
You're exposed.
Oh, yes, so 3 blocks. And I'll remove my exposed.
So I am going 4 down my tree. Do you have 8 or 9 wounds?
9.
In that case, I am going to... This is going to sound odd, but that's just because she has an oddly shaped tree. I'm going to pin you twice. The second pin obviously becomes a damage.
Yeah.
Do 6 damage to you and a push. So that's 7 damage, a pin, and a push.
Understood.
But it's worth explaining that in case someone chirps up with, I'm immune to pin. Because then they're not just ignoring the pin, they're also ignoring the second pin that causes a damage.
Yep.
Okay. Iden Versio is controlling this, though not on the right level. The ISF are also controlling it, though not on the right level. ISB, not ISB, IG-88 is no longer controlling it.
Indeed.
So I will take control of it.
Yep.
No, stage 4. I have control of 3 at the end of my turn.
Yep.
And I therefore score 3, putting it 1 into my favor. And it is your turn.
It is my turn. Who will I draw? Cad. Cad Bane. Interesting times. Okay, what's Cad gonna do? Pretty straightforward, I think. Cad is going to perform a move action. No, a move action. IG-88 being slightly the wrong place. Oh, is that touching there? Don't know. Perhaps not.
I think you're barely on rather than barely off. Because if you look at the shadow of it falls onto the thing. So I think you're barely on, and you can make that move.
Very well. There. Then I'm going to consider my options vis-a-vis shooting. Yeah, I'm going to take a shot at that ISF man who is down there.
Okay, dokie.
I'm going to consider the slide. How much health have they got left? 4.
They have 4 health left. They are strained and disarmed.
Okay. We're going to go for as long as I get paid, I think. We will. Will we? Yeah. We'll spend a force for I engineer success. Yeah, it eludes me to 3 extra dice. I make 10 dice attack.
And you have no momentum to lose, but my understanding is that is a subsequent effect, not a cost, so you can still make it start happening.
If you're not wounded, I lose momentum. If I have no momentum to lose, then I'm just winning. The game of having no momentum. So it is a 10 dice attack. And if that's not the case, someone in the no, those are defense dice, Phil. Someone in the comments will set me right, I'm sure.
I'm sure they will, but that's also my understanding.
What have you got for me, Cad? So 2 crits, 2 expertise, and 5 hits. My 2 expertise is 2 more crits, so 5 hits, 4 crits.
I have 3 misses and 2 expertise. My 2 expertise become 2 blocks. I think you're probably full treeing.
So 7. Yes, I am full treeing. So I will do enough damage, right? Are they already strained as well? They are, aren't they?
They are already strained, yes.
It's just going to be like, it's enough damage and a pin, okay?
Okay.
10,
You
11.
get a momentum, and you get 2 force.
Yes, I get all those things. 2 force and a momentum that comes back on. That's good. Do I get anything else when I wound people? No. Good. And then I'm going to have to spend another force to jump Cad because I'm not on that objective, I don't think. No. So I will spend another force to rocket boots. Oops. No. Spend a force to rocket boots. One day I will learn the keyboard shortcuts correctly. And just be there. Cool. This flips this objective. State 3. And I score 2. Yep. I don't love it, but I get it. There you go. Over to you.
Okay. I think there's no call at all to activate Gideon Hast at this point. He's near an objective and he's not near any enemies. Flip it. It's the Death Trooper Escort. Right. He's going to use his tactic on himself. To dash. He's then going to use his movement action to advance because this piece of terrain is less height than him. He can simply advance straight over it. I'm then not going to use my active, so I'm just going to take an unaugmented shot of 7 dice at IG88.
Okie dokie do. 5 defense dice. Press the roll button. There we go. A little bit of lag, I think.
Yep, I
So
think we're a bit laggy today.
2 blocks and 1 expertise, so that comes out to 4 blocks.
Right, so I have 3 hits and 3 expertise. The expertise becomes a crit and a damage.
Okay. So 1
So
down your
4
tree
blocks.
plus a damage.
Yes. How many health do you have left?
2.
2. I
Yep.
can do you 2 damage and also strain you.
Very good, sir. 1, 2. So I am wounded and I'm also strained. But this list has Revenge.
However,
Not.
before your Revenge, we must have my Prevenge.
Oh, very good.
Because Iden gives Prevenge. Okay. First off, I pick an enemy within 4 of the character that just wounded,
Yeah.
other than the guy who just got wounded. Can I reach Cad Bane? No, I can't. And I can't reach anyone else. So yeah, that bit doesn't go off. And that bit happens before this next bit, which is a dash, which I'm simply going to use to park myself precisely on the objective.
Or into the sand,
Um,
whichever.
Yeah, it could have been a heal, but I'm unhurt, so I will take it as a dash. And then I regain a force, and an
Yep.
Inquisitor could heal, but no, there are no injured Inquisitors. And then you
Cool.
get your revenge.
Cool. So we're looking at the Mandalorian who gets to heal twice and then reposition, and then each other allied bounty hunter, Mandalorian, or scoundrel within 4 can remove a condition and gain a hunker. So he heals twice. He's just gonna heal Bosk for whatever it's worth, even though Bosk will heal when he activates. He's going to heal the pin and a damage off Bosk.
Phil,
Yes?
Phil,
Yes?
I need to point something out to you. You're
What?
playing a double revenge list. Bosk also has revenge.
Oh, very good. Does he? Yeah, that's cool. So I'm definitely doing that because then Bosk is unpinned.
That's why I thought I'd bring it up now, because it's
Which
relevant.
helps him a lot. Yeah. So now the Mando gets to do a repo. Which is to wherever he wants. I'm going to repo to there, which is going to then handily be up this ladder. I'm going to have to manually get the tool for this because there's nothing for it to snap to, which is the one thing that I kind of dislike.
I think making ladders items that can be snapped to would definitely be a small but significant quality of life improvement.
How do I turn the tool? I wish to turn this tool. It's not angling. It's going to be about here. Okay. There we go. And then there's another part of his ability. Everybody within 4 can remove a condition and gain a hunker, which I think is going to be Cad gaining a hunker, right? Yes.
Well, it certainly stops Iden,
Oh,
if she gets the Shatterpoint, from exposing him.
Cad and in fact both of these guys behind him are going to get going to be able to do those things, which is nice. If I'd known that was going to be the case, I would have healed an extra damage off Bosk and then removed the pin now, but I didn't think of that. So Cad's going to get a hunker. Bosk is going to get a hunker. IG-11 is going to get a hunker. Very good. And then we get Bosk's revenge trigger. has to dash towards your Death Trooper escorts and then can make a 5 dice attack targeting him if he can see him. Because he's very sneaky like. And I don't think. Well, I can just about see the edge of his base, that'll do. We're playing Shatterpoint, not some other games I could mention.
No, Phil, we're not playing Spearhead.
That was a fun game. I enjoyed the
It's a fun
Spearhead. What is the range of your gun? It is 5. 5.
Out, I think.
Yep. So that's all Bosk does. That's it. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes. I wouldn't make sense to use the active now, given I didn't use the active earlier. So that is the end of my turn. I'm just going to move him.
I have to ask, has the Mando stolen this point? No. Close though.
So I am holding 4.
Yep.
No, I'm holding 3. Cad Bane's holding this one. I'm holding 3.
If I thought more about that point, I could totally have positioned differently and taken it. But shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Okay, so I have 3.
Yep.
I drag it 3 towards me, which puts it on 2 in my heart.
Over to me.
Over to you.
It is going to be the turn of Bosk. Bosk gets to fully heal because Bosk's silly.
He does lose his hunker, though.
He does lose his hunker, yeah. But, you know, Bosk's a cool guy. What are you going to try and do, Bosk? Because you don't have... Oh, you have your explosive ordnance, do you? Do. Okay. So... I had to dash him that way, and I kind of regret my life choices now. Let's see where Bosco can move to. I could make for that. That's probably going to be that ingress. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Let me just double check his thing. Yeah, cool. Bosk's going to move to here, and then he's going to climb up the ladder and be there. Yeah, and then let's get rid of this tool. Let's summon the 5 tool. ISF is dead, isn't it?
Yes.
Everything around here is dead.
Iden Versio is not dead.
Can I reach Iden Versio? Oh, I can. Sweet. Well, I want a dash, so I'm gonna... Or should I shoot you first? Yeah, I'm going to shoot you first because that makes sense. So I will shoot you with my gun. You have loads of hit points because you're a primary, aren't you? So you've got like 10, 9?
I have 9 hit points because I am a reasonably fragile primary, but I am still primary.
I'm not going to spend my 2 force to make it have more dice. I'm just going to do a basic ass shooting attack. Still 7 dice though. Two hits, a crit, and 3 expertise. I miss.
I have only 2 expertise. These 2 expertise become 2 blocks and a heal.
Okay, I'm on 2 crits and 3 hits, so you block 2, so I go 3 down my tree.
Mm-hmm.
Is that where we're at? Okay.
You're going 3 down your tree, and then I'm healing.
Well, I have 5 damage and a pin.
5 damage and a pin. After that's resolved, I'll heal the pin.
Okay. And then I'm going to spend a force for explosive ordnance and throw a grenade at you. Yeah. There's no one else within 2 of Iden, is there? No. Well, technically that ISF guy, but he can't suffer damage. So yeah, it's 5 attack dice, and for every expertise you suffer damage, and then I get to a dash.
Better.
Very good. Zero expertise, but I get to a dash.
Dud grenade, but it distracted me long enough for you to skitter onto that point.
There we go. Good work, Bosk. So I have 3 points. So I pull it back 3 towards me. 1, 2, and 3. Over to you, sir.
Okay.
Can I ask a question?
Gideon has. Yes, I'm going to choose to activate Gideon has, but what's the question?
You've wounded IG-88B, right? How do you only have 1 momentum cube?
Because I forgot to add momentum for that.
There we go. You might have somehow spent it in a way that I didn't understand, but I didn't think your list could do that.
Nope, it can't. No. Gideon Hask is going to use covert operations for a force.
Yep.
He has ended that move within 4 of Boss, so he becomes focused and sharpshooter.
Yeah. Oh, piss.
He is then going to use his action to attack, having a second action to do whatever he likes after this attack is resolved.
Yep. Oh, you're attacking. I need to roll defense first. Sorry, I was a million miles away. Who are you attacking?
Bosk.
Bosk. Right. Thank you. That was the key piece of information that hadn't penetrated my brain. 2, 3, 4. Just 2 blocks.
Okay. I have rolled no expertise, but I've rolled 3 hits and 2 crits. Your 2 blocks knocks that down to 1 hit and 2 crits. I'm going 3 down my tree.
Yep.
You are unharmed because you have regenerated.
It's true. I am. Yeah. Because I am a lizard man.
I'm trying to work out if my shoves will do anything.
Pretty neatly backstopped by this giant wall.
Yep, I don't think there is an angle where you don't pass through the wall. So I think I need to just do you 5 damage and strain you, which will at least stop you regenerating next turn unless you payday. But I think paydaying when you have 5 damage on you will kill you.
Yes. Yes.
So unless you get some healing between now and your next activation, which is entirely possible. Okay.
Okay.
I have a remaining activation or a remaining action. I need to decide what I want to do with it. Simply moving to that point will not take it. But I think I'm nevertheless going to move on to that point, because if the ISF wake up or
Yep.
someone else wounds Bosk, I'll
Yep.
be there ready to take that point.
You will.
So just scoring 2 this time.
Yep.
And taking that to there. And it's your turn.
It is my turn. Right. Who shall we get? It is the other IG robot. It is IG-11. 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 Okay. IG-11 does a thing. What does he do? He gets to remove a condition and do a dash when he activates. That's nice. That's very nice. Oh, no. I always spawn the wrong move tool. Yeah, well, I guess I'm going to place there and then generate a pile of bonus movement off this ladder. Is my general want. Yeah. Yeah. And then I'm going to think about doing. No. Yes. It's not going to be within one of that, I don't think. Okay. I don't think I'm getting any points this way. So let me just have a little read of IG-11's card. I shouldn't have the tonker anymore. Gets to just unleash a lot of pain and suffering on people, doesn't he? Okay. Well, all that said then, he has range 5. So what's he? He is currently, is he in range of Iden? He is in range of Iden. Okay. Cool. I am going to do some shooting. Let me think. Iden has 4 damage left.
Yes.
So I'm going to shoot Gideon Hask. Am I?
Okay.
He has 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. I'm going to shoot Iden. I'm going to use Are You Refusing My Request, which is essentially he can do for himself what the other IG bot does to all of them.
Yep.
So again, I get to add 3 dice. If you're not wounded, I lose momentum. So
Do you want to double up on that?
No, because you wounded me and I've only got 1 force, so I can't double up on it. I'd need to spend 2 force. But his own ability is a passive. So I'm going to make 10 dice attack targeting Iden Versio is what I'm going to do.
Okay.
So let's roll those dice. That was a good roll. So it's going to be, once I calculate the expertise, it's going to be 4 hits, 3 crits.
Okay. 5 blocks.
5 blocks. So happily for me, I can do precisely 4 with 2 down my tree. So I will do this. Which wounds Iden, yeah?
which wounds Iden.
Cool. So I get a momentum, and then I get to do Cad Bane's trigger and refresh to force, which is handy. And I could also. I've made a combat action. Oh, you're within 4 of CAD, so he'd just be doing 2 pointless damage, so no point spending for that. So then I'm going to do multi-thread targeting protocol, and I'm going to make a 5 dice attack against another character within range and line of sight. So I'm going to make a 5 dice attack against Hask,
Okie dokie.
because I may as well. What do we have
Nothing
here?
but block.
Just blocks. So again, I have 2 crits. So I get to go 2 down my tree. Well, that's convenient. I will do 2 damage and help myself to a reposition. And then, with my move action that I have not yet used, I will come and steal your back point. And people don't like IG-11. That seems to be all excellent. Yes, so I am on 3, 4?
4, I think. You hold this
Yes.
one that's contested between Bosk and Hask. You hold this one. You hold this one. You hold this one. The only one I hold is the one held by the Death Trooper escort.
Everything's coming up Millhouse.
Indeed.
Over to you, Chief.
Righto. Let's see what I get on the flip. I think reserving it's going to be a hard ask because of how much force I have, but it's the Shatterpoint. So.
What's the Shatterpoint bonus ability? Oh, no, there isn't one on this mission, is there?
There isn't one. We are playing shifting priorities. It is simple, simple, simple. Okay. That madness. What lets you flip as many points? No, I think that's the play. I think. Yep, I think I'm going to Shatterpoint the ISF.
Okay. This wakes up the ISF.
They remove all of their damage and one condition. The condition they're removing is pin. Then, for their tactic, they get to remove another condition. The condition they're removing is disarmed. They are retaining their strain.
Okay.
They're paying 2 force to use covert operations. They're taking the strain for having done so.
Yeah.
Both of them are moving a lot less than the dash tool, so if it's all right, I'm simply going to place them in the positions they should be.
Yeah.
This one is moving to here. That's obviously less than the dash tool. This one is moving to. Damn it! Stop levitating. Here.
Yep.
Also, obviously less than the dash tool.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
The one who is directly under Cad Bane.
Yes.
Sorry, my game keeps freezing. Is going to shoot Cad Bane.
Very good. Cad is currently
Getting,
hunkered and in cover, so just so you know.
yep. He's getting 8 dice, and he can turn 1 fail into a success because Gideon Hath is where he needs to be for that to happen.
And Cad gets 8 defense dice. Okay.
I have 6 hits and a crit after everything is said and done.
I have 4 blocks after everything is said and done.
So I'm going 3 down my tree.
You are.
I'm going to do 4 damage and pin you.
4 damage. And a pin. Very good.
The one who is engaged with Bosk is going to make a melee attack targeting Bosk.
A melee attack targeting Bosk. Very good, sir. Bosk only gets 4 defense dice.
Is that not also true of shooting?
Yeah, it would have been.
Okay, Hask lets me turn my single miss into a hit, so that's 4 hits, 2 crits.
3 blocks.
Okay, so I'm going 3 down my tree again.
Yep.
Yes. And you too, I am going to do 4 damage and a pin to.
4 damage and a pin. This is going to kill the boss. So I will have revenge triggers, but do you have anything else that triggers first?
Yep. Quite a lot of things going to trigger. So firstly, I gain momentum. Then I gain a force. An Inquisitor can heal. No Inquisitors currently wish to heal. Then Iden trigger. I see if anyone is within any of your guys other than Bosk are within range 4 of the guy who just stabbed Bosk to death. The Mandalorian is, Cad Bane is not. The Mandalorian, I can opt to disarm or strain him. I will choose to strain him.
Okay.
The ISF can now either heal or dash. And he is going to opt. I still have my move after this. He's going to opt to dash. This is quite important. Dash. There. Okay.
Okay.
They then take their regular,
I get my
normal.
revenge.
Oh, yep. Sorry. Now your revenge is happening.
Yeah. So it's let me see here. I don't get Bosk's revenge because it was Bosk who was wounded, and it's another allied on Bosk. But the Mandalorian's trigger happens, so he gets to heal twice, so he's going to remove that strain that you just placed on him. Then he gets to do a reposition. I'm trying to go somewhere with that ISF. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to reposition the Mandalorian to there. So I will keep that point unless you now just simply return the ISF back to where he was, which seems like it's a good thing for me to force you to do. And then everyone within 4 gets to remove a condition from itself and may gain a hunker each other. So Bosk is going to remove his strain, and he's wounded, but it means that he can heal all his things when he comes back to life. And he also gains a hunker for whatever that's worth when you're wounded, which I think is nothing. but I'll put it on there anyway. No one else is within. Oh, is IG going to be within 4 of me? He is. IG can also gain a hunker. There you go. Now you may do your second action with your ISF.
Mhm. Okay. The ISF who dashed off is going to advance back. Congratulations, you have successfully foiled my plot.
I don't know what
Which
your plot
means
was, but I knew I was foiling
my
something.
they were both going to climb up to be on the same level as Cad Bane and therefore outnumber him on that point.
Ah,
And I was hoping to swing 2 points. I think I'm only going to swing 1 point instead. The multi-levels and the snapping of the tools can really get quite aggravating.
I feel like there's a key to force it to stay on the ground, but I don't know what it is. Which is like a cursed amount of knowledge.
That is absolutely a cursed amount of knowledge. I'm slightly overlapping the Mandalorian's base, so just scooting back a little so I'm not. Yep, I now outnumber you on that point again. And this guy is going to climb to here. Obviously, it's the small movement tool and then any level, but you can tell that was legal. So
Yeah. No.
okay, that one flips. It's under Bosk, but we know it's
Yeah.
flipped.
Yeah.
I hold this one and this one.
Yeah.
I'm scoring 2. I fail to return it to my half, so I gain a second momentum in the same turn.
Yeah.
And over to you.
Can I just bid you to click your injury token on your ISF over so that we have an accurate game state? Yeah.
Yes.
There we go. Good. I will draw a card. The Shatterpoint. Ooh, the Shatterpoint. I mean, do you do a boring thing or do you do an awesome thing? Yes, that's quite tempting though, isn't it, Phil Brain? ISF are only on 5 health. I'm going to go with the Mandalorian. Yeah, I'm gonna just looking at my stance card a minute.
Do you mind
Yeah,
if I move Bosk to just put the thing in the same state, in the right state?
Yeah, you can if you can be bothered.
Oh, it was already in the right state.
Yeah, because I didn't change it last time.
Yeah. Because if you kill the ISF and tie this up, I still keep it because I was holding it before you created the tie.
Yes, that's true. I am going to go with the Mandalorian. I
Okay.
am going to attack the ISF. I'm gonna spend a force for fearless and inventive because I'm in combat with 2 people that aren't wounded. So that gets me an extra 2 dice. There we go. And then I'm going to spend 2 force for IGH8's ability to get another 3 dice and gamble a momentum. So I'm going to make a 9 dice close combat attack. Yes.
Okay. Is there
No,
something good on the end of your tree that you're really hoping for?
no, I just want to really make sure I get 3 successes.
Righto.
Boom. Interesting.
I have 3 blocks. I see that you have 6 hits. You're definitely getting 3 down your tree, no matter what your expertise
I have
table says.
seven hits and a crit after expertise, which is cool.
So yeah, you're going 5 down your tree.
Cool. I will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage, which kills you. I'll have a
Claim your momentum.
I'll have a free use of an activated ability, and I'll have a push. I don't know how helpful. Yeah, I'll push you. Why not? It's free to do. I get momentum. I get so many things. I get 2 force from Cad Bane. Right. Yes. And then I am going to use my free activated ability to do a clan of 2 to push yonder Gideon Hask 2 away. From me, because that's sort of thing that Baby Yoda likes to do.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. I'm realizing now I still have another ability, like another action point.
Yep.
Which I suppose I will use to hunker. Cool. So I took that point.
Yep, you have 4 points.
4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. So close.
Mm-hmm.
I'm having fun. This just goes,
good.
I'll roll all the dice in the world.
Yeah. I think it's looking like a good candidate.
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah, you. Yeah, you.
And flip. And it's fifth brother. Right. Okay. I think I can measure as much as I like.
You can. It looks like a ladder to me. Don't take my word for it.
Are you saying you reckon I'm going to be within an inch of the ladder if I jump?
I think so. It's a bit touch and go, but I think so.
Because I trusted that before and it didn't work out.
Yeah, I know. It's up to you, mate.
I think I'm not willing to risk it.
Very well.
So I will instead
Perform a full move.
perform a full move to the ground,
Yes.
then spend my force
Yes.
on a jump,
Yes.
and place myself there and check if I'm in range. I very definitely am. I'm also in range of Cad Bane. I'm taking
Yeah.
this objective if I do nothing, but I think despite your
Can I point out you're not taking it if you do nothing because the ISF are dead again.
fifth brother wins ties.
Ah, right, yeah, fair enough. You are taking it. I thought that was Grand Inquisitor for a minute there.
Nope, that is fifth brother.
Is Cad Bane getting a bad day?
I think he is, because I don't see a good reason not to use my remaining action to make an attack. I think I'd rather get the wound, get the force, get the Iden benefits, even if it means Mando getting to move around a bit.
Yeah. Okay.
So 7 dice right into your face, and let me check. I think the Hask's been knocked well out of 5 due to Baby Yoda. Oh, good God, that's a terrible roll.
I get 5 blocks, a heal, and a jump.
Okay, I have a hit, 2 crits, and a damage.
Okay.
So the hit gets blocked. I go 2 down my tree and deal you an additional damage.
Okay.
How many life have you got left?
5. And I'm
Right.
already pinned.
I'll do you 2 damage, strain you, and expose you. I imagine
Okay.
you'll use your jump to clear off your pin. Actually, maybe you won't, because that would kill you, wouldn't it?
Hang on. So you do me 2 damage. So I need
Strain you
to.
and expose you.
Yes, I was doing simple maths. A strain and an expose. Okay.
And you now have a jump that you can choose to take if you want to.
I have a heal as well, and a jump in my expertise tree. So I will
Oh,
use
so
the
you
heal,
heal the strain and then jump off the pin.
and jump off the pin. Yeah.
Right. That makes life very easy for you. If you didn't have that heal, it would be a real pain.
Yes. Yes, it would.
Yeah, I don't wound you, but I've dinged you up a fair bit, and I'm winning that tie, and I now control 2 of the points on the board.
You do.
But it's there. I get a momentum for failing to drag it back into my half, and I think you're now about to claim this struggle.
I am. It's my struggle, and it's my struggle. So let's just see who I need to shuffle around the board. It's the bounty hunters. I need to try and channel my quite out of date knowledge about where struggle 2 can be. I feel like the back left point is actually a really good place to be standing. I don't know if that's accurate. Is there a world in which I do nothing? I've got 2 force. What's my last card? My last card is going to be Mando. Do I reserve the bounty hunters on the basis that they're in a decent place? And Mando, yeah, I'm going to do. Yes, yeah, sure. I'll pay a force. I will reserve the bounty hunters, and I will flip over the Mandalorian. Sure. And then the Mandalorian will simply. Let's have a look. Iden's out. The ISF out. What are you going to do with the Mandalorian? I'm going to shoot Gideon Hask, I think.
Okay.
In the head with a sniper rifle. I don't have 2 force to get extra dice, so yeah, just shooting in the head with a sniper rifle. I don't want to focus. I'll focus shoot. That's what I'll do.
Okay.
For an 8 dice stack. Yeah. Uh, 5 hits and an expertise, which is another hit. 6 hits.
3 blocks and a heal.
So 3 down my tree. That'll be 5 damage and a push to Mr. Gideon Hask.
I live just about,
Okay.
and then I heal 1 off.
CAD.
Do you want to resolve
Could.
push?
Yeah, I can resolve the push. I'll do that as well. I'll just sit him. I'll go. I don't actually want to send you towards my back line because that might become relevant now. I'm going to send you to there. And then I guess I will spend my last force on a clan of 2, this time choosing to do the 5 dice attack. And I will do a 5 dice attack into Hask. Yeah, it doesn't have another. It doesn't have it set. It has to be a different unit. Cool. A 5
Right.
dice coming into Hask now. 5. Roll them.
3
1
blocks.
hit, 3 expertise. 2 crits and a hit.
Okay, 3 blocks.
Cool. That's 3 damage and a push. So this wounds Gideon Hask, right?
That does wound Gideon Hask. You get a momentum.
It's kind of pointless, but I also get 2 force. And I will try and remember that CAD also gets to heal whenever I kill somebody. And I will remove CAD Veins Exposed.
Right, so.
Yep. And then
Defiance. No. May we live up to our name? After this unit is wounded by an attack, after the effect is resolved, 1 character in this unit may immediately dash and make a 5 dice attack, targeting the character that wounded it.
Right. Well.
So Gideon Hask, having been variously shot and force pushed, dashes back onto this objective, though he is wounded, and
Yes.
makes a 5 dice melee attack at the Mandalorian.
Okie dokie do. What is 3? That is going to be 3 blocks and a crit to a miss.
Okay, I have. Let's run through this slowly. I have, after my expertise, 2 crits and a block to a miss.
Okay.
So I turn one of your blocks to a miss.
So
you
I'm
turn
now
one
on,
of my crits.
Yeah. So
to
I'm
a
on
miss.
2 blocks and a crit to a miss. Yeah.
And I'm now on 1 hit, 1 crit. So 1 crit goes through.
Yes.
That was a complicated exchange for a 5 dice attack. Take 2
was.
damage.
I will do. There you go. I then seize the struggle. Yeah.
Yes.
Hooray. Let's put that there. And then press the reset button.
Yep.
And then I'll let you flip over the 2 and decide what you want to do with it.
Flip.
Ooh,
It could either be this one, and that one, or that one, and I will go for this one.
Yeah, I would.
And
Right. Live.
I am flipping this last card, which I know to be the Grand Inquisitor. I am rolling priority, and it is the one I already control is the priority objective, so that's nice and simple. I have no choice but to activate the Grand Inquisitor, whether I think this is the right time for him or not. So we're going to start with his tactic. You know who we are. Which lets him and Fifth Brother both dash. Fifth Brother knows that the objective he's on and the one behind him are now duds, and so he's going to start dashing towards Phil's backline to try and get that objective. And Grand Inquisitor is going to dash to claim this objective. And then he has 2 actions and needs to decide what he wants to do with them. I have a turn with no force, but that's absolutely fine. Grand Inquisitor is quite good at dealing with a turn with no force. I'm just not sure if there's anything productive he can do. He's got a point. The enemy are all a fair distance away from him. His range attack is only 4. The only
Smells
thing I
like
can
hunker.
do is I
Oh
could
boy.
advance off the point, throw my lightsaber at Cad Bane, and hope that I get enough on the thrown lightsaber attack to get back onto the point. Let's work out exactly how dumb a plan that is, because although it's dumb, it's very, very funny.
Well,
Okay. Actually, no. I think I can move the Grand Inquisitor to be in range of Cad Bane and still be in range of the point. So I'm going to do a full move, and I'm going to move him to here, which we can see would be a legal full move.
you can
He's
place the
barely in
2
range.
tool before you end your move. You could take away the 5 tool, place the 2 tool, and still be in your move action. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep. So I'm on the point, and I'm going to chuck a lightsaber at Mr. Cadius Thaddeus Bane.
Very good, sir.
And before I do that, I shall flip into the lightsaber chucking form. Form 5, gem so. Okay, I do have a dash on my expertise, so even if I'd done the dumb thing, I would be okay. But I have a crit and a hit from my expertise plus 3 hits, so I have a crit and 4 hits. What do you have?
4 blocks.
Righto, so I have 1 crit and a dash. I'm going to do you a damage and push you. I choose not to resolve the push. Just take the damage. And I will take this dash to go onto the point as a lock, or not. I'll go precisely onto the point, so it will take 2 pushes to push me off it.
Very good, sir.
I take control of these 2 points, one of which is the priority. Do.
Yep.
Pop Grand Inquisitor back, and I score 3.
Yes, you do.
On
Over
to
to me.
you, and
Right.
I flip that deck. Flip that deck. One last time, Tabletop Simulator, flip that deck, shuffle that deck, and refresh all of my.
Okay. I'm going with bounty hunters, whether I want them or not. And the priority is going to be expertise, which is the point that I don't want it to be right at the back with Grand Inquisitor on it. So that's fine. I'm not taking that today. So at the start of their activation, the bounty hunters get to dash towards an enemy character. So this bounty hunter is going to do a dash notionally towards Iden Versio. Yep. And then this bounty hunter here is going to do a dash towards Grand Inquisitor. Sure. Yeah. Good. And then we will investigate the move action. to there, and then now then, yeah, that'll do. And then this guy is going to come back this way. I hate splitting supports. I really despise doing it, but it's the only smart move in this moment in time. To there. And then, to look at my card. So, I don't want to spend a force to gain impact 2 because I've got no way of getting focus. So what I'm going to do, let me see. Death Trooper Escort he's fine, isn't he?
He is uninjured.
Fine.
He has 9 health and protection, and he has an ability where, after he is attacked, if he is not wounded, he may reposition towards a point for a force. So if you push him off, I can spend a force to just run him straight back if you don't pin him.
So I literally can't wound him, so I'm not gonna spend for my extra. Well, actually, I will certainly lose the momentum. It is early doors, but getting those extra dice is going to make it much more likely that I get the 3 down my tree. I'm going to need to get 4 down my tree gets me 2 pushes and a pin. So yes, I'm going to spend 2 force because it's my last card. I'm going to use IG-88's ability, which is certain to lose me a momentum, but gains me 3 bonus dice to do a 9 dice attack. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's what's sensible.
If it's not sensible, it's certainly fun.
Oh, 5 misses. My word. 3 hits and a crit.
I have 2 blocks. I believe that means you go 2 down your tree.
Yes. So 1 push doesn't help man or beast, so we will simply do 3 damage
I will reduce that to 2 damage.
and lose momentum. I'm just getting a little stack of orphan momentum tokens at the back here, but that'll do. So I claim only this point here, state 3, and therefore only claim 1 point.
You do, however, get the momentum back.
I do get my momentum back. There we go. Good. Over to you, sir.
Okay, I shall roll priority. It is this one that Death Trooper Escort has been ably holding down.
Just going to get my force back and do my deck stuff while you're.
And my first flip is the Grand Inquisitor again. He was holding himself back, he was holding himself in reserve, and then he just sort of went, no, I'm getting 2 turns on the bounce. Yes, I think I'll take it with him.
Very good, I would.
So going to start with you know who we are. He's going to dash forward. And fifth brother is also going to dash to here. And then I'm going to do some measurement because that's important. Okay, snapping to the objective. That is to the objective. Excellent. And fifth brother is in, and he's a tiebreaker, so that's dealt with.
Yep.
So IG-88 is still down. Bounty
Yep.
hunters are unharmed.
Yep.
Cad Bane is 2 off death, isn't he?
Cad Bane is, yeah, 2 off death.
Okay, I'm going to flip dance into Makashi.
Yeah.
And take a full move.
Mm,
With my full move, I end within an inch of this ladder and attempt to place myself within an inch of the ladder. I will just check that I am within an inch of the ladder by laboriously rotating this tool.
yeah, that's fine.
Okay. And I'm definitely within 2 inches of Cad Bane.
Yep.
Um,
Slicing CAD.
Slicing Cad. Uh, just in case something happens,
Yeah,
before I slice Cad, I'm
yeah.
going to spend. No, no, that's stupid. That's stupid. I won't spend 2 force secrets uncovered in order to prevent wasting force recovery, because that would still leave me 1 force down, and I might want that force for something.
Yep.
And I don't think I need secrets uncovered. Uh,
Mm,
Fifth brother is within 4 inches, so you're exposed.
very good.
Oh, that's terrible. Um, right, I have a hit, a crit, and an expertise, and then 4 misses.
Well, you
The
please.
expertise is a crit and a damage, which is not a bad expertise for one.
Okay. You pleased to learn I rolled 3 expertise I have to discard, so I have just 3 blocks.
Okay, well, hits are ignored then, so I go 2 down my tree with my 2 expertise, and then I add a damage.
Yes.
Um, I shall do you 4 damage and a pin. I have no choices at this stage.
Okie dokie. And the pin.
Does that wound you?
Yes, I am wounded.
I shall gain a momentum.
Yes.
Then I shall gain a force and heal an Inquisitor, both of which are pointless because I've just refreshed and the Inquisitors are both uninjured.
Yes.
Then I will resolve the Iden thing. So I need
Yes.
one of your guys within 4 to gain either strain or disarmed. I think I'm going to choose to strain the bounty hunters.
Very good. Train the bounty hunters. Right.
And then Grand Inquisitor may either heal or dash.
So many
And
triggers.
I think I shall have him dash, and he will dash to here.
Okay. And
And
then
then you get your Mandalorian trigger and your Bosk trigger if you want to pay for it.
yes. Yes, I will have to pay a force for I will pay for Bosks, I think. Let me see. Yeah, I will pay for Bosks. Why not? So I will spend a force. Bosk will clear his pin with the dash that he has. I mean, he's wounded, but I'll clear it anyway. And then he gets to make a 5 dice attack at Grand Inquisitor. So let's do that. Huh. 3 hits and a crit.
4 blocks.
Okay. So a crit, so 2 damage.
2 damage.
And then it is the turn of the Mandalorian. He gets to heal twice and reposition, so he has 2 damage on him, so that can go away. And he gets to reposition. He is going to just make his way to the relevant half of the map, isn't it, really? Come on, I wish I knew how to get you to go under the under the... Like, I'm sure there's a button for it, but I don't know what
I
it is.
really hope that Hellboy Steve, the best boss player in the UK, is watching, because I know he said he watched the previous one, and I know he knows TTS. So, Hellboy Steve, please, 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 if you are watching, in the comments, tell us how to lock the movement tools to the ground. We're dying out here.
Yeah. Oh, I want to repo that way, but I'm just going to have to kind of... yeah. Hopefully that was
Yeah.
fine.
I think if you fall off the edge, you fall perfectly to where you should be most of the time,
Yeah. Okay.
and then you just flick yourself back the right way up.
And then for the last part of Mandalorian's Revenge Trigger, anyone in my list within 4 can remove a condition from yourself and gain Hunker. I don't know who is within 4 of me. Cad. Is that back bounty hunter within 4? No. Bosk. IG? No. So Cad and Bosk, who are both in combat, so they don't gain hunkers. But Cad does have a pin he can throw away, so that's fine. Good. And that's my revenge is done.
Okay. I am at that point going to end Grand Inquisitor's turn.
Yep.
I flip control of this back point.
Yeah.
If
Score
I
big
just
4.
get the angle. Scoring, indeed, 4. Which just doesn't give me the struggle.
Yeah, this is going to be one of those quick struggle 2s for you, isn't it? But let's see how we
I
do.
think so, but touch wood. Let's not sort of
No, let's
rest
definitely
on our
jinx it.
laurels.
The bounty hunters are back. That's interesting, isn't it? The bounty hunters are strained.
I think that means both of us went with our last card that was then our first card.
Yes, yes, they definitely did. I am going to... Oh, none of this is ideal.
This
Oh, I
this
need to press
doesn't
the priority point. That's what I need
yeah.
to do.
This doesn't speak well of my character, but I really love straining people with tacticals because it gives people such a dilemma when they activate.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to focus, which means I will take the strain. I'm going to spend a force
You
for
know,
tools.
if you're taking the strain, why not use your tactical? Because
I
it's free.
because I don't want to dash anywhere. Suppose I can move him
Okay,
up slightly. Sure.
all right.
But yeah, that's fine. I'm quite happy really where I'm located. I think, yeah, because they're in close combat range, aren't they? Yeah. So yes, they're going to focus, which means take the strain. They're going to spend a force and gain impact 2 for end of turn. And then they are going to do some melee attacks. Just going to look where your wounds are. So fifth brother is fine, and the Death Trooper escort here has 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we won't be killing anybody. So yeah, we'll just have our focus impact of attacks, which is 9 dice, nothing to sniff at. We will start with this back bounty hunter into fifth brother, and 9 dice attack.
Okay. 6 dice for defense. I have 3 blocks.
Okay, I have 5 hits and an expertise. My expertise is a single hit, so I have 6. You block 3, so I go 3 down my tree. I will do 3 damage, a push, and a pin, which should take the point
Okay.
for me nicely.
Nope, I ignore the push because I am stalwart, and 1 of the damage because I am protection. So I will take 2 damage and a pin.
Oh, armed with that knowledge, then I'm going to do 4 damage and a pin instead. Right?
I'll take 3 damage and a pin.
Yeah. And then on the other side here, steadfast, right? You said stalwart, which I'm not sure it was. Sure,
Steadfast, yes. Sorry, stalwart is not a thing.
And then I'll have a 9 dice attack into Death Trooper Escort.
Okay, 5 dice to defend. This guy is protection, but is not steadfast, but does have the discipline reactive. I have 4 blocks.
Yeah, I got 4 hits and 5 misses, so I do nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, that was not a turn. This struggle is a bad day at the office. I gain a single momentum out of pure pity. And the turn is yours, and you've won the struggle.
Yes. Let's start by rolling priority, but I think that will influence very little. It's the one that I have, but no one's standing on it. I'm then going to see what the next card is. It's Iden Versio. I think actually that's a really good choice for a time when struggle's over, but maybe I want to kill someone before the next struggle begins. So yeah, let's have Iden Versio wake up. My tabletop's in there. It's unfrozen. Very laggy today. Okay, so Iden Versio. Start of her activation. I need to check.
It changes
Hello?
nothing. It changes nothing, but I should have another momentum because Mission Critical was 3 minutes ago.
Oh, right. Good.
So we're in Mission Critical now.
Okay. The ISF gets to dash, and then Iden gets to dash. I think I'm going to dash this ISF back towards this other point that might activate soon.
Yeah.
It's character, so I only get to dash the ISF who's near Iden. Iden herself will dash to this ladder and ascend because, all else being equal, it's better to be on higher ground.
Yeah.
This is all very much setting up for the next struggle.
The question is, do you remember the patterns?
I do not. I'm not going to lie to you, I don't. I'm not going to use any of Iden's force abilities because they cost 2 each now that she's been wounded. And I think it's a bad idea to spend 2 or 4 force for things that aren't going to create momentum that sticks around or flip a point in a way that matters. So I'm going to do... No, I'm going to shoot the bounty hunters. Let's wound the bounty hunters. Let's wound your 2-body support that's already gone this deck flip. I think that's the thing that is most useful to do in the dying days of this struggle. As I said, only 7 dice because I'm not using covert operations to get a focus or sharpshooter, and I've not given you exposed using my droid, so it's just 7 dice.
Shooting attack, isn't it?
This is a shooting attack, yes.
Interesting. 2 blocks only.
3 hits, 3 crits, so I'm going 4 down my tree.
Yep.
How much health have you got?
I have 5.
In that case, I will do you 7, pin you, and expose you.
Cool.
I will heal the pin off Fifth Brother. I'd regain a force, but I'm on maximum force. I gain a momentum, which I think claims the struggle, even if I scored nothing from the points, but I will be scoring from the points.
Yeah.
I get to dash Iden, but first I get to put out a condition on one of your guys within 4. Is IG-88 already strained?
IG-88 is already strained and pinned, yeah.
I'll disarm him to boot,
Very good.
and then Iden herself will take a dash, and she will dash close. She'll dash towards that far-flung point in case it becomes relevant.
Okay. Yep.
And then I end my activation.
I've got revenge.
Oh, right. Take your revenge then, and then I'll end my activation.
I don't spend the force to do Bosk's revenge, but I'm going to do Mando's revenge. He gets to heal twice, but I don't. There's nobody. Looks like they're. Well, let me just check. I don't think there's anybody relevant within 2 of him to receive a heal. No, Bosk is out. Oh, Cad is out. Yeah, there's nobody relevant to receive heals, so that doesn't happen. He's gonna do a reposition though. He's gonna make for this ladder. I think he's well
Yes, I
within an
think so.
inch of that. Yeah.
Yep.
He's gonna pop himself up here. No, not there. Which I think just means that will be nobody's. Because you're. Oh, are you
My
not quite
ISF
on
is
that?
wounded.
Oh, they're wounded. Cool. And then there's nobody going to be within whatever it was. For I don't think there's anybody within 4 of you. Let me just see if IG over there is within 4 of you. Most certainly not. Yep, that's that.
Okay. I score 4 points and claim the struggle, and I will do that as soon as Tabletop Simulator stops locking up. And reset the struggle tracker. And do you want to flip struggle 3, which it's you to choose?
Yes, so interesting. So I can have this back point on my side that nobody's on, or the back point on your side that nobody's on. And then I can have the center is going to be active with Wounded Cad and Grand Inquisitor on it. So I'm really choosing between this.
One's controlled by Mando and one's controlled by Fifth Brother.
Yes,
I
I'm
think
going
you
to
want
have.
the one controlled by Mando.
Yes, I'm going to have the bottom row there. So
Yep.
Yep, that's what we're going to do.
Okay.
We're going to roll for priority. Oh, it's Mando's. That's a stroke of luck. And then we're going to flip for activation. It's Mando, the one card I don't want, so I'm going to reserve Mandalorian, I think. Because he just needs to stand there looking beautiful. So Mando into reserve. IG-88B is going to awaken. That's fine, I think. Okay, I need to work out. So he clears, that turns into a thing. He clears all of these, and I have to decide what conditions. He's gonna get a free dash from his tactic, so that's gonna clear off the pin. So I think Grand Inquisitor has taken 7. Got 7 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is a world in which I can kill him, potentially. So yes, I'm going to clear the disarm. And then when he activates, he gets to dash, which clears the pin. And if there's one or more enemy characters within 5, he makes a focus action. So he makes the focus action. Grand Inquisitor handily within 5 there.
Yep. By choosing to take that tactic, you trigger your strain.
Yes. Therefore, I take my 3 damage. And then I am going to shoot Grand Inquisitor. And I'm going to spend my 2 dice for I engineer success, yet eludes me. My 2 force. When Tabletop Simulator allows it. Yeah, good. So I'm going to get 3 bonus dice. So that's, and I focus, that's 11 dice. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 dice. Roll them. Very nice. And then I can't do any rerolls because I'm wounded and don't have a spare force. So I am getting. It comes out with the 3 expertise to 4 crits and 3 hits.
I have 4 blocks, so you're taking your 4 crits down your tree.
4 crits. So max damage I can do is 6, which just isn't quite in. Oh no, it isn't quite enough because CAD's engaged. So instead, let's look at pushes. One push. Will one push yeet him off, or do I need 2 pushes?
I think if you want to yeet, you'd need 2 pushes. I think 1 push directly back will take him away from the objective, though.
Yeah. Push him like that. Does that take him off the objective?
I think it will.
Yeah, because he's only just on it, isn't he? Cool. In which case, we can do. What are we doing? We're doing 4 down the tree, aren't we? I think we probably end up doing. Oh, we can go that way. Yeah, we're going to do. Has he got any conditions on?
Nope.
No. We're going to do 6 damage, a strain, and a push.
Okay, I've applied the 6 damage and the strain. You apply the push.
Yeah, that's cool. That's very cool. So now you're off that objective, which is nice. So I lose a momentum because I didn't wound you. And I now get to use my move action. Lag City, man.
It is today. I don't know what's wrong.
I blame the universe. Go there. What was the priority point? So yeah, so I get 3 points. 3
Yep.
points. If I get my mouse in here to change this state No, I'm not actually on the thing. There we go. State 3. And this one you've done. Cool. 1, 2, 3 points. Yeah. Over to you, Chief.
Okie dokie. I flip and I get the Shatterpoint. I roll priority, and it is the unclaimed point.
Oh no. Are you going to have an incredibly boring turn?
I'm trying to work out.
Yeah, I'll let you think.
What the best option is. Oh, did you give yourself a momentum at the end of that turn with Mission Critical?
Oh no, that's very useful.
Because
I
it's
needed
kind of
that.
important, given that you're spending momentum, that you can gain it back.
Yes.
How
Yes.
how strictly do you need to wrap this up at 10? And do
Not
you
that
want
strictly. I'm
to?
fine.
So we'll avoid. Do you want to avoid dice down?
Yeah. Yeah. We'll just
So
play
we'll
through.
have Mission Critical, but no dice down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I shall. Okay. Yep. I'm going to Shatterpoint the Death Trooper Escort. I'm going to use his tactic to reposition Fifth Brother.
Okay. Yeah. Good.
Who is very definitely in range of that objective, though not on the right level.
Yep.
I'm then going to use my tactic once Tabletop Simulator unfreezes. Going to use my tactic, which gives me a dash and a focus. Unfortunately, that dash can move me out of engagement.
Yep.
And I gain a focus. I'm then going to take the advance action, ending my move within an inch of the ladder, which we can trivially see as possible.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm then going to place myself within an inch of the ladder and between the Mandalorian
Yep.
and the ISF, which is also possible.
Yep.
And I'm within range of that objective. I'm then going to make a focused attack, melee attack at the Mandalorian.
Oh, you've still got an action to focus. Okay.
Yes, because my tactic gives me a dash and a focus.
Ah. Yeah.
And yep.
That would be 4 blocks and a crit to a normal.
4 blocks and a crit to a normal. I have a hit and 4 expertise.
Right.
4 expertise is a crit and a damage. You turn my crit to a normal and then you block all of my normals. I do you a single damage.
The Mandalorian. He just doesn't die. Mind you, you rolled like ass. But yeah.
I did roll like arse. But it is generally like, don't count on doing the thing you need to do when you're targeting the Mandalorian unless you can expose him. Is always a good rule of thumb. I didn't do what I needed to do, but I did take the priority objective at least.
Yep.
And so I will go 2. I'll claim a momentum for not having quite got it back onto my side, and then another momentum for Mission Critical.
Mission critical indeed. Right, I'm going to roll priority. But the broken one. That's the one that's being held by the Mandalorian. I certainly don't feel the need to activate the Mandalorian, so I will activate whoever this is. It is the other IG unit. IG-11. IG-11 must lose his hunker. I don't know if IG-11 can get all the way to the other side of the map whatsoever, because he is in a terrible position. Truly. So he gets to do a tactic. Yeah, remove a condition, and then he may dash. So, come on. Send me the dash tool. There we go. He's going to dash to within an inch of this ladder, and then he's going to utilize the ladder pretty well. Go away.
I think you can get a tiny bit more forward motion from the ladder. If you're trying to go for a moonshot, I think you could be a tiny bit further forward.
It's taking so long to summon the tools when I press the buttons. There we go. Yeah. Every time I pick up the tool, it moves him back. Just there, I think, is, yeah. Cool. And then we shall shoot the Grand Inquisitor, perhaps? Yeah. The Grand Inquisitor is unhealthy. He has 1 hit point.
He has 1 hit point. Do
So
you
we
want
will...
3 extra dice or 6 extra dice?
Why do I have no force? That
How
doesn't
do you
seem
burn through
accurate.
your force so quickly? You have like a gas tap of force in the form of Cad Bane. How
No,
have you counted it already?
I think something's gone wrong here, because I've only had, what, 2 activations? Did I forget to turn all my force back on? I'm just thinking. Because I had IG-88B. No, I did. I've used all my force. Yeah. I must have done. Well, it's the boss fight now. Cool. It doesn't matter. I don't need force. I'm going to shoot Grand Inquisitor. I'm going to use my passive, which is his own personal version of getting 3 extra dice and losing momentum if he fails. Yeah. Cool. So I get to roll my 10 dice attack.
Oh, I rolled 3 defense dice by mistake. I'm just going to generate 2 more and roll them. Yep.
5 hits, 5 misses.
4 blocks. Go 1 down your tree.
Wow. It's still 2 damage though, so this still kills the Grand Inquisitor.
Yep.
Which is fine. So I get 2
Take
force
your
back.
momentum and your 2 force. And Cad Bane can heal.
And Cad Bane can heal twice. He just has that. It's irrelevant because he only has damage on him. Can he heal any friends? Yes, there's some damage on that IG-88. So I'll heal 2 damage off IG-88. Right. And then I didn't garner any movement from my attack. I can attack someone else, can't I? I can do a 5 dice with my multi-threaded targeting protocol. Is there another different enemy that I could be shooting? Yeah, I can shoot that Death Trooper Escort. I'll do a 5 dice into Death Trooper Escort for fun and profit. Big roll, one. That was not a big
3
roll.
blocks.
Well, I didn't get any hits, so your blocks do nothing. I got a crit and an
Okay.
expertise. So I get to go 2 down my tree. Death Trooper Escort. I will do 3 damage and a pin.
Okay. I take 2 damage and a pin.
Yeah.
Because of protection. And
then I will go on with my life. I have a move action that I can do. So I'm simply going to move in this general direction, I think. Oh, I could be on the middle point and have an extra body on there. Only if I'm all the way over there. Or I can make my way. Probably not going to come up again, is he? Because of the closeness to the game. So, and I haven't got any ability to move another. So, yeah, I'm going to park him there. No, not quite. There. There you go. So I will have to content myself with 3. 1, 2, 3.
And remember your momentum for mission critical.
Mission critical happens. Your go.
Okay. Flip. It is fifth brother. Roll priority. It is, come on, the broken one. I really think I have absolutely no choice but to reserve fifth brother under these circumstances.
Seems likely.
Because he's just not anywhere near relevance. It's the ISF, a much, much better thing to flip. Just by waking up, the ISF will take the priority objective.
Yes, they will.
For this turn at least, but then it will be flipped to me and the Death Trooper escort can hold it down. The central objective is held by 2 living bodies, isn't it?
Yes, there are 2 angry IG droids standing shoulder to shoulder, which is quite cool.
That is quite cool. Right. Okay. It costs 3 points. It costs 3 force to use their covert operations, so I shan't.
Okay.
Is Bosk still dead?
Bosk's dead, yeah.
Okay.
If you're not using them, by the way, I find the overlays incredibly helpful.
How do you turn those on?
If you click on overlays on the control panel on the left, the big physical control panel where you put maps and things on, there's an overlays button beneath the chess clock.
Oh, yes.
And then you can turn on 3 overlays. And it will prevent you having to ask who is alive and who is dead and who's wounded.
That's tremendously useful. Thank you.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
Okay. Right. I think the ISF guy who is not engaged with the Mandalorian is gonna reposition towards the center of the table. The ISF guy who is engaged with the Mandalorian is going to take a dash action to. He wants to.
Pretty sure he does fit. Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. So that there'll be 2 bodies on that point. The ISF guy engaged. They then take the attack action. The ISF guy engaged the Mandalorian. Is attacking the Mandalorian with 5 dice. I think that they do absolutely nothing because he's the Mandalorian and I am not even on my preferred mode of engagement. I have 4 hits and a crit. Sorry, I have 4 hits and an expertise. That expertise is another hit. 5 hits.
3 blocks and a crit to miss.
So 2 damage tree?
Yeah.
Yeah, take 2 damage and become pinned, Mandalorian.
Very well.
I will then shoot. With the other one, I will shoot IG-88 because if I can wound him again, Probably not with this attack, but with some later attacks. If I can wound him again, I make extra dice really expensive.
Yeah. 88. 5.
That is 3 hits and a crit.
I have a block and 3 expertise. One moment. I have 3 blocks and a reposition.
Righto. I will just do my crit then, which will be 2 damage, and then you may reposition.
Okay. Can I stop you from taking this point? I don't know that there's room for my base there. Basically, is my issue in life.
I don't think there is, because the Mandalorian is quite central.
Yeah. Well, it's very annoying because I want to pick him up and try, and then TTS will wig out in various ways. So we'll just. I think he probably doesn't fit. It's fine. It's totally fine. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. I'm not. If it was a real game, I would try and fit him in, but I just think I'm going to end up shoving things everywhere with my cack-handed TTS hands. So yeah, I just want to do it.
Okay.
You can have that point.
Pardon me. Okay, with that, I am ending my activation. I control 2 points, one of which is the priority point, so I score 3 from the objectives. I gain a momentum for mission critical. I gain a momentum for not having dragged it back into my half. I do not gain a momentum for wounding. It is your turn.
Right. So this should be red, shouldn't it? Red,
Yes.
red, red. There we go. Yes. And then the ISF are removed.
Then the ISF are indeed removed from the table.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Okay, I'm going to roll the priority point. It is block. It is the one that I have. Okay. I am going to activate the Mandalorian from reserve. And Mandalorian is pinned. That's irrelevant to my life. I think I'm just gonna. I'm gonna focus punch Death Trooper escort. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
So that's gonna be 7. And I'm gonna spend my 2 force to get 10 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Roll them bones. Interesting.
4 blocks.
Okay, I have 5. Well, no, after expertise, I have 7 hits and 2 crits. So 4 blocks.
Sounds like you're going 5 down your tree.
5, 3, 4. Okay. How much health do you even have? 5. Cool. 3 down my tree, did you say?
5 down your tree by my
5
maths.
down my tree. 5 down my tree. Yeah, that's right. This is a complicated old tree. Bear with me. I think I want to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 damage, 6 damage, a push, a free use of my activated ability and a strain. So you're wounded, strained, pushed, and I get a free class 2.
Okay.
Is what happens here. Pushed off to there. Right. And you're strained. And then I get a momentum for wounding you, and then I've wounded you, so I get 2 force. Cad Bane gets to heal twice, so I'll take 2 wounds off 88B. And then I get a free clan of 2, which gets me a dash, first of all, that clears this pin. And then I can either make a 5 dice or a force push. I don't desperately know that I have any targets, because I need to stay here. So, yeah,
You
everybody's
could force
wounded
push
round.
the Death Trooper escort further from relevance.
I mean, I guess I will. That seems to
But
be the
in
only
the
play with
absence
it.
of anything better to do, yeah.
Yeah, it seems to be the only relevant bit. So, just do that. Yeah, and I'll flip this point into state. Come on, change, buddy. There we go. And I've won, I think.
Yeah, you won. Because you get a
3,
momentum
and then
for
mission
mission critical.
Yeah.
Yep. Good game.
It was a good
I
game.
felt like that got closer towards the end.
Yeah.
I definitely know some things I did wrong, including with I made some early errors with positioning. I think if I'd
Yeah.
been better with the positioning of my ISF, I might have killed Bosk from the off.
Yep. Yeah, I think so.
But yeah. I certainly find this list a lot less hassle than your Cassian list.
Yes. Yes.
But I do think it's a good, strong list. It works well together. Obviously, I am, as you said, a weaker opponent than Zimbad, so you may want to try it out against Zimbad. Because I
Yeah.
don't know if Separatists would have stomped all over me.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So,
your list seems good.
a couple of observations that I have. I think, first of all, compared to our last game, I was really pleased you got a much better draw order, and you were able to use Inferno Squad. And there was a point early doors. I know you think you messed up, but there was a point early doors where I was actually quite stressed because Inferno Squad was doing their Inferno Squad thing. There were guys everywhere. I think I had a poor draw order because I really don't want to move up 88B into the midline because he got wounded very early doors, and then that extra dice thing was costing me 2 force, and it was very irritating. My inclination with that sort of thing is always to go, well, I've got to eat the poor draw order now. I've got to move up and get the point. Whether I should have just let you get the point and kept him back because it wasn't worth having him wounded. I don't know. I tend to chance things like that.
I think especially on shifting. I think on shifting, letting your opponent take the first struggle is a really bad idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's winning struggle 3 after having lost struggle 1 and won struggle 2 is really tricky because there is a choice for the starting player in struggle 3, and that
Yes.
usually is enough momentum to carry you through, as indeed it was in this instance.
That's why I don't like shifting for that just that classic thing. The winner of struggle 1 tends to win the match. But yeah, I like the list. I had fun. Rolling loads of dice all the time is fun. The one thing in the back of my mind was I know that the internet in general will tell you that you shouldn't use IG-11 and that you should use Han and Chewie instead. But I was actually really impressed with IG-11. That point steal that he did with his reposition on 2, I think is really strong. Now, granted, you can do similar things with Han and Chewie because they can pay to get a reposition after an attack, and they are 2 bodies, but they are more force hungry, so there's definitely a balance there. But I like the theme. It makes me smile to use IG-11.
I think there are advantages to continuing to run pure bounty hunters. because there are things that go away as you dilute that.
Yeah.
Because everything you take that isn't a bounty hunter is one less revenge that boss can get.
Yeah.
It's one less thing that has access to the dice from
Yeah.
IG88,
Yeah.
and it's one more thing that only gives one force back rather than two when it does damage, or when it does a
Now,
wound. Even.
in fairness, Han and Chewie can spend a force to get the bounty hunter tag, and then if they wound something, they'll get the force back. But so it's a bit less like you can get the. You do lose the boss revenge trigger. Like they are very very good in the list, but I think IG11 is just very fun. You didn't go for him, so I didn't like because the frustrating thing with him is once he's been wounded once, he has a fair chance to explode and just get removed.
Yes,
So I'll see in more games whether that comes up. It may eventually annoy me, but right now I'm pretty pro. I'm pretty pro IG. He's a pretty cool guy. No, yeah, I thought it was good. I'm trying to think about your list. I don't think there's anything you should change because I think the ISF did things. Hask felt a bit neutered. I guess you put him off on the side, and then I pushed him even further off on the side, and then he just wasn't getting to hand out his dice ever to the ISF. So, I, he was out of position. I don't think that means he's bad. I just think it means you need to put Hask into the middle of the board more somehow. But yeah,
and yeah, and Hask did start in the middle of the board. Every move he made for a reason,
yeah,
because he was first claiming the one that I'd abandoned when I moved the ISF forward, and I do think that that is the right move. Like, in an ideal world, what you want is in this configuration is you want the backline objective that lights up to be either the one Hask has locked down or the one that's locked down by the other squad.
yeah,
You don't want it to be the one the ISF are holding because you'd like to keep your back objective and rush the middle.
yeah,
Like the absolute ideal dream, everything goes as perfect, is that my first flip or my first flip after a reserve is DTE. And then DTE claims one middle point, and the ISF claim the other two middle points, and I
yeah,
score four.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, I think with this list, I am reserving Cass or Fifth Brother or the Grand Inquisitor if they are my first flips, in the hope that I can get DTE, Iden, the ISF, or the Shatterpoint, which is slightly more than half the cards in the deck. And if you're happy to spend the force to reserve, you have a better than 75% chance of being able to get one of those as your first flips. And all of those can do different flavors of the mid-board rush.
Yeah.
Um, all of this is assuming shifting, which I think is the best map for Iden.
Oh, certainly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree. I agree. I agree. It's really interesting because I don't think I would ever, if I was playing my Premier list, I don't think you would ever fight this list because I think if I see an Empire player, I'm picking Cassian to be perfectly blunt because I
Yes, I think
think
that's true.
I think Empire basically are aggro. So it was really interesting to play like the poor matchup and to be like, right, well, you know, to say we were playing two aggro lists against each other. I mean, you did what 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds, and I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like I've had games with a lot more wounds than that fly out, right? So it was pretty cagey for two aggro lists going into each other. But yeah,
And I
I thought,
enjoyed. I know you have revenge in this list, but
yeah,
I enjoyed the freedom to like. I felt that it was still a net benefit most of the time when I wounded you, between the fact that your revenge is not as potent as Cassian's revenge, and the fact that I had Iden prevenge, as we've decided to call it.
yeah, yeah,
I felt happy to do wounds. and having done wounds felt like it left me in a better situation. There were a few times you managed to do things with your revenge that muted the effectiveness of my turns, but I never had that experience where you do a wound and oh no, you've miscalculated, and actually it feels like Cassian gets the whole turn, and then he gets another turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I say Cassian, like this is into Cassian K2 Princess Leia, where you can do an ill-advised wound and 3 different things happen that undo your turn and then more.
That's true. Yeah.
But
No,
yeah, so certainly I don't think I want to. I don't think I want to run Iden into Cassian, but I think I like running Iden into Cassian more than I like running Vader into Cassian.
Yeah, I mean, yes. Ultimately, you need to decide what your pick would be into Cassian. So, what I'm going to play this list. I'm actually got a game with Helen tomorrow, so I'm going to try this list again. Assuming I'm sticking with it, I will probably play. So I won't play if we play again next week, which I'd very much like to do. I won't play this list again. I will
Can I
either.
put a rain check on playing next week and
All right.
just get back to you because
Yeah.
Thursday is my painting night, and obviously I've been scheduling some gaming on my painting night, and I want to decide sort of whether I want to be trying to catch up on my painting.
Fair. Right. Yeah.
But
Let me know.
we will firm that up.
All right. Do you want to flip the table on the recording because you were upset you didn't do it last time?
Yeah, you know what? I shall. I'm furious. I'm a terrible loser. There, table flipped.
Wee! Look at it go. Look at all those pieces going into the void. Look at all the embarrassing system lag that my computer is generating.
I don't think it's your computer. I think it must be mine because I'm hosting.
Well, perhaps.
Your Mandalorian card, very much like the Mandalorian himself, it's just not moving despite everything. Just hanging there in the void.
All right, I'm going to stop the recording now. Thanks, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the game. Please do leave some comments down below, especially if you watch the whole thing. That's very impressive because we have been going now for, 2.5 hours on the recording. So please do leave some comments. Bye-bye. 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 Bye.